Hello crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I'd like to show you how I made this very sparkly Christmas card. It is very easy and should be quite a quick video, so without too much waffling, let me tell you what card pieces we're going to be needing. Our card base, this time I'm going to be using our Shimmery white. This was our regular Whisper white cardstock, but this one has its own little, very discreet little sparkle in there, and I just wondered what the difference would be. So this is Shimmery white. The card base is 8 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches, which is 21 by 14.5 centimeters. A piece of Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer paper, which measures 4 inches by 5 5/8 inches, which is 10.25 by 14.25 centimeters. I know a lot of people would do their die cuts from this and then layer it underneath their top sheet. I don't do that. It always worries me that maybe the top sheet might come off or something might happen to it during the post or whatever, and the recipient might find that I've cheated underneath, and no, I'd much rather use a full sheet. So that's that one. And my top sheet is Shimmery white again, and this measures 3 7/8 inches by 5 1/2 inches, which is 10 by 14 centimeters. And then for the 3 die cuts you're going to need, for the bauble you're going to need a piece that's about 2 1/2 inches by 2 1/2 inches, which is 6.5 by 6.5 centimeters. A piece for piece, and that needs to measure approximately 3 1/2 inches by 1 1/4 inches, which is 9 centimeters by 3 centimeters. And for the bow you need a small piece which measures about 1 inch by 1 3/4 inches, which is 2.5 by 4.5 centimeters. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the parts where I need to use my big shot. So I'm going to bring that up first. So that's going to be the dry embossing and the die cutting. Right, and I am using my new Sizzix platform, my big shot platform, and for my embossing I will remove the thin die adapter. The embossing folder I'm using is the right under my nose, look at that. It's the Pine Bough embossing folder. Beautiful, this is really lovely. I'm using mine that way. Obviously it can be used either way. You could, I suppose, use it that way as well. In fact, that's good, you could use it anyway, 4 ways, 4 in 1. Right, I always put a sheet of thick vellum inside my embossing folders. I find that it reduces cutting onto my paper. My big shot has always given me grief with my embossing folders, and I do find that by doing that it doesn't happen. And also, now that I've got this nice new platform, it shouldn't happen, but old habits die hard. Right, so I'm going to put that through the embossing folder. Okay, so that has come out really beautifully. Really pleased with that. And then for the die cutting, this new platform, the reason this is special is because I think you can probably see it. You can see here there's an extra band being put in, and because that is there, it means that the pressure on your roller underneath is even all the way across. Right, so obviously it's not magnetic, but that's fine. If it cuts nicely, I don't mind that. So there's the 3 pieces. Right, now the dies that I'm using, my small bow comes from the mini treat bag Thinlits, and that's that one. So that will just about fit on that little bit there. And I'm also using the word peace, and that is coming from Christmas Greetings Thinlits. You get 3 in the packet there. As you can see, I've already done the die cuts. You can see what they are. So that goes on to that one. And then this one, I'm using the Merry Tags Framelits, and on the back of this I've done die cuts of all of them. This one here, it doesn't cut out the centre, but you do get that little round bit, so if you wanted to do something you could die cut that and it'll fit on top nicely. And you've got a plain one there too, little baby. So brilliant set this is. This is the one that I'm going to be using. So just pop that onto there. Now please note, I have my glimmer paper facing upwards. I will push this through backwards and forwards twice, and I am totally confident it will all be cut. Okay, so that's forwards and backwards once, forwards and backwards a second time. Now I will just peep first. There we go, that's done beautifully. That's done beautifully. And I think that's done beautifully. We're about to find out. Right, let's pop that back out of the way. If you haven't used this glimmer paper before, the reason it gives us a bit of a tough time is because it has a very thin plastic coating on the back here, and that's what sometimes the dies have been having trouble cutting through. But it does go through it now. Oh, upside down. So I'll just use my brush. You can see how easy that one's popped out. Okay, so that's the bow. I don't think I'm going to get any more out of that. And paper piercer. So that's one. So let's do the word next. Always go to do it upside down. Oh look, that's just dropped out, look at that. That one feels if it might, oh no, I was going to say it might still be attached a bit, but it wasn't. Okay. When we were told to start using our glimmer paper with this side facing up, I gave up using it with dies because I don't think you get a very nice edge by having it face down first. Like this, you get nice rounded edges all around here if you've got it up the right way. So I am really exceptionally pleased that we've now got the platforms that will help this to work, because I've started using it again. Right, now let's see if we can get this one out without too much of a fuss. There we go. Everything out? Yes. Oh no, there's one little piece there. Oh, did I do the wrong one? That's better. So this, very carefully, if we don't want to pull the branches off or his antlers. That may be a little bit stuck. Oh, they're sticking off at the back there. That's it. So that's all. I've got two little bits in the middle there that need to come out as well. So there we go. All nicely rounded edges as well. Not that horrible flat look that you get if you do it upside down. Right, there we go. So all we need to do now is to put our, no we don't, we've got the important bit, embossing. Here we go. So how did I get all this done? Obviously you need some kind of a glue to get the glitter on here. I use this, which is our retired two-way glue pen. You can use Tombow, and you can also use our fine tip glue pen. Now I keep my Dazzling diamonds in a big pot like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my glue on, say, half of this, and then I'm going to give it a dunk, and then I'm going to do the other half and dunk that. The reason I'm doing it in two lots is because I'm not sure that I can get the whole lot done in one go, and I don't want the first ones drying before I've got the rest of it done. This is two-way glue pen after all. Okay, so I'm going to start upside down, and I'm just going to paint on top of the raised bits. I'm not going to be overly fussy. No doubt some of the glue will go on the inside, but when you actually look at the completed card, you're not going to see it. Okay, so I'm just going to go over like this. Try and get to the ends if I can. But by the time this is done, there's going to be so much glitter on here. If a little piece has been missed, it really isn't going to notice. And because the while you're working on the next part, the last part is drying, you really don't want to hang about too much. Okay, so I'm going to say that's about half. I've got one of the little things in here. I'll tell you what that is in just a jiffy. Okay, so I've got lots of nice Dazzling diamonds on there. I was told about this ages ago. You know those little things you get in when you buy a handbag or a pair of shoes or something? If you keep one of these in with your glitters and your embossing powders, it helps keep moisture out. So I always leave that in there. Another little tip for you. Right, now I'm going to do this, the second part. You see, you'll notice that I'm touching places that maybe I shouldn't be touching, but this isn't going to spoil the overall effect. I did make sure that my pen was nice and moist before I started doing this. Okay, so there really isn't a right or wrong. You can't say, oh dear, shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have done this. If it gets glitter on it, it's good. Okay, well there we go. Look, I've missed bits down here, that's fine. In fact, that might have been because I didn't dunk it properly, because it's still shiny. So I think that's possibly me. Oh yes, I was probably holding it too high, wasn't I? Yes, definitely holding it too high. There we go. I'll just give it a little flick over here because I know there's quite a lot of excess. Oh, that's better. Got rid of a lot of excess up there. Isn't that lovely and shiny? Right, so let's pop that way. And this, no doubt I'll be wearing glitter for the rest of the day. So I'm going to now put my card together. As I say, this backing to the glimmer paper is like plastic. So I like to use, definitely like to use Tombow on this. Fast fuse would be fine. I imagine snail probably would. As you know, I'm a Tombow fan, so I try and use it for everything. There we go. If you're using Tombow, once you've got it down, be careful not to slide your hands over it because it is quite slippery. Now to adhere this onto here, I use glue dots. You have to be careful because it's a limit to the kind of things that will actually grip onto here. I believe Tombow will, but I imagine you'd have to put the glue on here, turn this over, put it down, and then put it under some pressure for a little while. But glue dots work straight away. But I try and put mine into lines of 3, 3 across, 4 down. So bear with me while I just get these done. Just 2 more to go. Where did that one go? Oops. Just lost a glue dot. Wonder where that... Did it just drop? I think it just went inside there. Right. Never seen glue dot do that, I don't think. Right, okay. Well, I've got 12 on there anyway. I'm going to get paranoid about this. So just pop this down in the centre. There we go. Maybe. Right, now I'm going to pop this one on here, this here, and this on here, and I'm going to be using Tombow again for this. That's it. Just put a little bit all over. There we go, tweezers. That's going to go at the bottom. That's it, and then the little bauble. Glue on the bottom of this, on the back of this rather. A little bit on the antlers. trees. I'm just going to put that so it looks as if it's on the bough there, or branch. That's that one. And now just the bow. Well, it's so nice when Tombow comes out nice and slowly like this. And then I'm just popping that over the little holder thing at the top of the bauble. Now this is debatable how much actually holds here, because this bit's going on to the Dazzling diamonds, and that bit there is actually going on to the Glimmer paper. But what I will do is, as soon as I finish the video, I will put this underneath the heavy surface to just make sure it does all sit down properly. But there you go, how easy was that, and isn't it just stunning? Really, really beautiful card. Many thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the box below, or email me at janb@janbcards.com. If you'd like to purchase any of the products that I featured here, obviously not this one because it is now retired, I'm afraid, you can either go to my website at www.janbcards.com and you'll find a shop now link, or the address for my shop is in the box below. If you've enjoyed my video, please click the subscribe button so that you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is normally on Wednesdays and Sundays. I will be putting all the products that I've used here and the measurements on screen. If you can't see them because of the device you're watching on, please check the box below because I will put them all down there for you. Many thanks for joining me today. Until next time, happy crafting. Cheerio.